special video for you guys. This was requested by a viewer, and so they have asked to see my Chansey and Clefairy binder. So, for those who do not know, I am trying to get every single card of the Chansey Evolution lineup, as well as the Clefairy lineup. So, I have this nice pink binder here that I keep up with all of them in. So, as you can see here too, we have our nice Pokemon Center Chansey Blissey that I think is absolutely adorable. And we have a stack of cards that we need to place inside of the binder that we've picked up recently. So I figured that this would be the best time to add those to the binder. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you have not done so already before you get laid back and comfortable. You will see inside here all of the slots that we do not have the card yet, my husband has written out on a sticky note the card information, so you'll be able to see his boy handwriting, but he's been very helpful in helping me keep up with what cards I need, and he also tracks them on the collector app, so that way if we're out and about and we don't have my binder, we can look and see exactly what cards we are needing to complete my sets. So I'm excited to go through this pink binder with all of you, and thank you to the viewer who requested this. I hope that you enjoyed the video as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with tonight's video. sounds a little bit off since I'm having to stand. I'm like moving around the mic a little bit more, so I'm sorry. But these here, let me try to shift this over a little bit so you can see. These are the evolutions, I believe. Evolutions. And then we are also missing the Guardians Rising Reverse Hollow, which will look like that. I do like this one a lot. Let me show you. Let me just look at how cute. That is precious. So, we'll do a couple tapping sounds with this one while we have it out. Put that back in the slot. My husband would kill me if I got all of these out of order. He worked really hard to help me get them in the right place. So, this page is almost full, and this is the end of the Chansey lineup. So if you can see over here, we kind of end up here, and then all of these are the Japanese versions, or just like one that she's in, like the Pokemon Center lady. She is in the background of that card, so I wanted to include that. It wasn't necessary for me to master set, I guess, or complete set the Chansey cards, but and I am collecting the Happinies as well. But since Chansey is my actual favorite, I wanted to have her at the front, and so it might be a little bit out of order, but I mean, it's just for me, and I know the order, so. But yeah, my husband got me this card. So, it's one of the ones where you can write your name in. And so it could be like Madison's Chansey. And I think that is so cool. And so I obviously wasn't gonna write on it, but it was very thoughtful. There we go. Very thoughtful of a gift for him to give me. This one, I believe, is that might be Chinese. I think that is a Chinese Chansey. Some of them, I forget that we already have them, and so I'll be like at a card place, and it'll be in the bulk, because nobody is just like paying high dollar for a lot of these cards, and so like some of them, like this one, I know for sure we have a lot of, and this one, I'll bring them home, and I'm like, look what I found, and he's like, Madison, we have 7 of that same Chansey card, like, we've got it. So I kind of forget what we have and we don't have. Then we have, you can see we need a lot of work on these. Slide that. Let's see. So these are some of our Blissey cards. So Blissey is second on my list. So Happy's at the end of this like evolution series. It's a little bit harder for me to find the Blissey cards, so there's a lot of spots open, but we have a couple that we have to put in. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's see. So we have this Blissey that needs to be put in a slot. The Blissey V right here, and the Blissey from the previous video. yard sale or something. So we have gotten, I know, one of them from eBay, and the other one we did find at a card show. It is extremely rare to find one out into the wild, so that's why we still have 5 of them left to get. But I just wanted to bring the camera down just a little bit so that way you could see what Happiny looks like if you've never actually seen her before. Alright, now we have transitioned over to our next Pokemon evolution series, and that is the Clefairy and Clefable cards. So we have Cleffa at the start here, and we do have quite a few of these, of this series to put in. So we have at least 2 Cleffas here. We picked this card up today. It is the Obsidian Flames stamped card, promo card. I did not know that this existed, and so it, one, helps complete this set, but this also goes towards our master set of Obsidian Flames. All we need are some of the reverse holos to do that, and some of these stamped promos, so we were sure to pick that up today. It was only like $4, I think, so it was not very expensive at all. I don't think that there is a spot in this, like a sticky note spot for this, so if that's the case, I'm just gonna put it at the end, and but I'll go ahead and show you some of the Clefas that we already have, and then we will start to put the new ones in. Okay, as you see that